Hello traders, Steve Gans here, and I want to have a brief discussion about a very misunderstood number that appears in many platforms, including OptionStrat, including Tastyworks, including Thinkorswim, including Option Trader's Assistant. There's almost all of them have a number that is similar to this. It's called chance of profit, or some people call it POP, probability of profit. And I want to have just a little discussion around what this number actually is and what it means. So that number is calculated using some sort of method behind the scenes. The most common methods are something called the Black-Scholes model, or a binomial model is another one. And how that number is derived at is it's basically looking at how SPY normally moves, the range it might normally move in a given period of time, and it's calculating whether or not it's likely to end up profitable or not, in this case, between now and October 3rd. Now, if I bring that time shorter, we're going to see that even increases the percent chance, because the shorter the time frame, the less time there is for that to move in and out of a given place on the chart. If I come out to November 8th, that percent is going to drop even a little bit. So let me just come back to that October 3rd, and let's look at a couple things that aren't factored into this number. Again, it's using a mathematical equation, looking at the normal moves that SPY makes, and determining whether or not it's going to be above that point by expiration. The things that are not taken into account there are fundamental analysis. If it's a given stock, is that stock fundamentally strong and likely to hold up? That's not factored in here. So if you have a stock that has very strong fundamentals, that's likely going to boost that chance of profit. Another thing that's going to boost that chance of profit, or maybe reduce them, in this case boost it, is technicals. Again, I'm looking at a 640 put here. If I come over and I take a look at a SPY chart, just enlarge this here a little bit, I can see that down here around this 640, historically, at least in recent times, if we've pulled back, we've bounced off of that. We basically have had an upward trend here that is supporting that stock, in this case the SPY, in a pullback scenario. So I have that going for me as well. So I have fundamentals that are strong. I have technical analysis that says so far I haven't broken down below that roughly 640 point. And in this case, I not only need to stay up above that 640, but I can go all the way down to 632. That's where my break even is on this at expiration. So again, the probability of profit is certainly a great starting point, and this trade has a very good probability of profit just on the base level. But then when you toss in things like fundamental analysis and technical analysis, that can greatly enhance this in some cases. Or it could also do the opposite. If we have a stock, an underlying stock, that maybe is very weak fundamentally, and or it's running into an overhead resistance of some type, that may actually be skewed the opposite direction. So all the chance of profit is, or probability of profit is, it's a starting place. It's something to take a general look at. And then there's another major thing that's going to impact this, which I'll look at in a future segment. Take care, everyone.